Hey guys, Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. Today I've got a cute little treat bag for you. It holds lots of loot. I decided to use some of the loot we picked up from the Mexican store to fill piñatas. So I've got this. This is how much this little bag fits. Lots of great treats fit inside of here, and these are perfect for your fun size candies. So think about upcoming holidays, Halloween and Christmas time. You can use the fun size candies in these bags. I'd love to know what you find that fits. Now this bag is a standard that I think everybody should have in their crafting arsenal. It is a 6x6 treat bag. You use 6x6 designer series paper, which I think we all have lots of, and 2 die cuts or punches that are the same. And they also need to be symmetrical down the middle because they're going to go back to back for the handles on the bag. And then I've got a little die cut tag here. So this is from the new mini pocket envelope. There's a little tag die. This is the rest of the set. Cut that from Basic White. And then these are from the All That dies. It's a little label, and I cut 2 of those from Fresh Freesia. My 6x6 designer series paper is from Butterfly Kisses, and I'm using a directional pattern this time. You can see this bag has a pattern that doesn't matter direction, but this one is directional. We definitely want these little like heart shape or maybe little butterfly shapes to go up. So I thought it would be important to demonstrate how to do this bag if you've got paper where the direction on the front of the bag matters. All right, so start with 6x6. Let's grab our Simply Score tool, and we're gonna score this bag and then trim it according to the template. So here's our template, and the template photo will be in the project sheet at kitchentablestamper.com, and the link will be below. You wanna start with your directional paper in the Simply Scored tool in the direction you want it to be on the front of your bag. All right, and on that 6x6 paper, on that 6-inch side, you're going to score at 1.5 and 4.5. Then you'll rotate 1 time to the right and score at 2.25 and 3 3/4. Now we're going to work the scores with the bone folder and trim it so that it looks like our template. When I'm using designer series paper, especially, I do with everything, cardstock too, but especially designer series paper, I like to work my score lines inside out first. So if the paper fibers stretch or crack and the design is interrupted, it's gonna be stretched or cracked on the inside of your project. The outside will still have nice clean score lines. So now we're going to work those score lines with the design that we want out, and that gives us a crisp corner, a crisp fold, and does not disturb the outside pattern if the paper has stretched or cracked. That'll happen inside of your bag. All right, we're going to cut out the little score lines on the sides here and stop at the intersecting score line, and I like to just take it out, just a little dart. And we'll do the exact same thing on the other side of the bag. All right, there's our bag. Now we need tear and tape adhesive to put it together. I'm gonna do on the pattern that we want out, on the outside pattern, some little equal signs on the square tab here. And then the front of the bag. Now this is the front of the bag because we want the directional paper to be in the right direction. So we're going to take the front of the bag and fold the tab in and put some equal signs on this long front tab on the inside pattern. And same thing on the other front panel. All right, so we've got our bag ready to assemble. I'm going to take your pick tool and remove the liner from this side tabs, these square tabs. All right, then we're going to bring up the side tab and wrap around toward the front of the box. Just square everything up and burnish. Same thing. Now we've brought up the back of the box. Now for the front of the box, we'll remove the liner from these long strips on the front tabs. We're going to bring up the front of the bag now and wrap toward the back. And you'll see we've got now the seams of the bag go to the back, and the front of the bag has the directional pattern in the right direction. So now we're going to squeeze this together at the top and kind of make a soft gusset. And there's the beginning of our little treat bag. Let's bring these labels into the picture now, and I'm going to just stamp them a little bit. I wanted a little bit of texture in the background, so I grabbed my Hello Greeting and flower background from Hello Ladybug. I'm going to stamp my labels with Fresh Freesia on Fresh Freesia. Hello Ladybug is photopolymer, so let's get a Stampin' Pierce mat in there. And really, we only need to stamp the front label. You could do the back one if you want to. I'm not going to. I'm just going to do this front label, and it just adds a little, I don't know, a little texture, a little visual interest right behind our cactus. And then we've got that little tag. Let's go ahead and stamp hello on the little tag. I'm going to go with Starry Sky, one of the new in colors, the color that's in the pattern paper. Little hello greeting, super cute. Let's clear away the Fresh Freesia. I brought in Parakeet Party and Calypso Coral. Still have my Starry Sky there. The star of our show today is my favorite Cactus Cuties bundle, and it is retiring. It's on the last chance list. You can bundle these two products together and still save 10% while supplies last. I love this little Cactus Cuties. So good for the end of summer here. We're gonna do some cactus parts. I've got this little big guy. I've got this big guy right here, and we're gonna pay attention to the orientation of the punch before we stamp. We're going to feed in from the left side and stamp this up. Let's see. Oh, I've got a really narrow scrap here. It should work though, because this punch actually punches inside the lines, which I think is so funny. Now the little part of the cactus is upside down, so we're going to stamp it upside down on the other end of this strip so it's easy to punch. We always check the orientation of the punch before we stamp. It makes it so much easier. And now for the little bowl, we're going to stamp that one on the edge of the scrap so that the bottom of the bowl, the round bottom, is out towards the edge of the strip here. Let's get that good and inked up solid. And then last, the little flower. It's kind of in the bottom corner of the punch here, so we can bring the corner of the paper into the punch. So let's do that. You know what? I wish I had a little tiny strip prepared, but since I don't, I'm going to stamp one, I'm going to punch one, and then see where I can punch the other one. All right, then I think I can flip my strip and stamp one right in the bottom there. There we go, perfectly. 2 flowers. And then my bowl, let's get that little guy punched out. And now my cactus. Here's the little one. I do love Parakeet Party for the cactus. It's so bright and fresh and green. Now let's do the big cactus. It's like a confetti party with these builder punches. All right, there's our bits. I'm going to clear away the ink pads. Slide my bits to the side. Back to the bag. Now you can use liquid glue to add these handles. In fact, it's kind of nice because then you can make sure that they line up. So the first thing I'm doing is putting them back to back so that the right sides of the label is out. Then I'm going to use a handheld 1/4 inch circle punch. You could use, you know, a 3/8 of an inch circle or a 1/2 inch circle. You can use some of the little like ribbon slide dies that come in like the seasonal labels dies, whatever you want to put the hole in your handles. Now I'm going to use liquid glue. You can use tear and tape for a more instant grab. It is really, it's really nice because it'll hold right away and you can start filling your bag right away. But with the liquid glue, you can slide a little bit and that helps you to line them up. So your choice how you do it. Liquid glue goes on the bottom half of the label, or so does tear and tape. I'm going to take my front label and I'm going to put it on the center front of my bag, a little more than halfway down. And once I've got it where I like it, centered, as best as I know how to center, my eyes are on crooked, then I'm going to take my second label. All right, we're going to line up the top of the labels and then pinch the gusset of the bag. Once we've got them lined up nicely, we'll grab the bag and then burnish down that label. And now they're lined up nicely on the front and the back of the bag. And you have a little bit of time to slide and make sure you love the placement. There are our handles for our bag. All right, now everything's pretty squared up. We can go ahead and add our treats. I love all these fun, bright color treats with this designer series paper. I just picked these up at my Mexican store. I love these little Mexican gums. You can find these at the Dollar Tree too. All right, here's all of our loot in the bag. Let's grab some denim ribbon. I'm so sad to see this denim ribbon go. It really does coordinate with everything just perfect. And we just want a loop of ribbon, maybe about 8 or 9 inches, folded in half. We'll cut that away from the spool. And then we're going to slide through the holes that we cut in our label and bring it together. Now I've got linen thread here too. You're going to need maybe 12 inches of linen thread or so to bring this together. I love the different textures. I love the linen and the denim with the cactus. Gives some natural looking kind of rustic textures. And we're just going to tie that closed now. We want kind of a loopy bow so that we take advantage of those visual textures, and then we can trim the tails of our denim and get some nice angles. Super cute. At this point now, if there's anything that's lifting because you used the liquid glue and didn't get all the way to the edge, you can take a little touch of liquid behind your label. Especially me, because I really filled these bags pretty tight and they're bulging a little bit. So I'll just smooth that down with a little liquid glue. And there's my cutie. Look at the 2 different patterns. Aren't they so much fun? Oh, I forgot my hello tag. Hold on. Unloop my loop. Thread my tag. How did I forget that little cutie? All right, now slide that on. Now loop, swoop, tuck, and pull. There we go. Now we got our cute little hello tag. Can't skip that. All right, now let's decorate with our cactuses. Slide this guy to the side for a second. I used dimensionals, lots of dimensionals. I love dimensionals, double dimensionals on treat bags. I'm gonna put my little cactus pot with 2 minis, and then my bigger cactus with a mini, and then my little cactus buddy there. And I'm gonna put the pot just a little bit above the bottom of the label, slide in this big cactus buddy, and then the little cactus buddy, I'm going to take a touch of liquid glue, just a bit, and put on the very bottom of one of my cactus flowers. Just a little dab, put that on top of the short buddy. Now this guy right here, I'm going to take a half mini dimensional, put it on the back at the bottom of the cactus flower, and then pop that up with another layer of dimension. So cute. All right, there's our little bags. One more thing, no project is complete without just a little bit of bling. And I've got these elegant faceted gems. I like the little white pearly ones. They've got kind of a pearly finish, but a ton of facets in them, so they throw a lot of sparkle for being just a little bit of bling. There we go. There's our Hello, Cactus Cutie 6x6 treat bag. What a fast, easy project. Very versatile for the different things that you can fill it with. And who in the paper crafting niche, what paper crafter doesn't have lots and lots of 6x6 designer series paper? I hope you'll give the project a try and let us know what you fill the bag with. That's always fascinating to us. You can head over to the Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Social and share your Stampin' Up 6x6 treat bags with us and what fits. The link for the Craft Social is below. If you've got any questions about the project, email marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. And to shop Stampin' Up 24/7, get your last chance list sale items while supplies last, buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net and click shop. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.